This is a quick guide on how to set up Microsoft Teams meetings online. So there's basically two simple ways that you can set up a meeting. First of all will be to set up one through your Outlook calendar. This works for both Outlook Online and the normal Outlook app. So if I go to my calendar, I can see here I'm in the calendar for week commencing Monday 16th. So if I take a normal slot there, say there, what I'd normally do is go new appointment and create an appointment for my calendar. But what you would do to create a meeting is to create a new Teams meeting. And when that opens up, you will see you'll be able to give it a title, and you can invite people. So you can invite individuals, or you can invite your whole course if it's students you're inviting. So you can see this is my ILM course that I teach. I can invite the whole course. That means every single member of that course will get an invite in the Outlook calendar. I change any of the details I want as I normally would with a meeting, and I click send. I'm just going to close that down and not save that. But here is an example of one that's been created. This is a meeting online because I teach ILM online, so you can see this is a copy of what every single student will have received. Okay, and when it's time for the actual online session, all they do is open the Outlook calendar and they can click join Microsoft Teams meeting. The other way is through Teams itself. Now if I open up Teams, this is a test class, as you can see here. This is a meeting that was scheduled for December. It doesn't matter, but this is what it looks like. So not only can you click on the actual meeting itself from your Outlook calendar, you can also click on the meeting directly in Teams itself. So if I was to click on that, you would see it pops up, and you can see it looks more or less the same as the Outlook calendar meeting. I can click on join and I will be able to join that meeting. I'm just going to close that for now because that meeting has expired. So that's the first way, creating a actual meeting through your calendar. The second way will be create it directly in Teams, doing the Meet Now function. So I'm in the test channel here, and at the bottom there you can see I have Meet Now. So if I click on the camera icon, it brings up a little Meet Now. You can see immediately I can toggle my camera on or off. You can see my camera's on at this moment in time, but I can toggle that off. But if I click on Meet Now, it then opens up a meeting. Now it's just me in this meeting at this moment in time, and I can click on here and invite someone. So if I was to start typing in Mark Egan, my colleague there, I can then select him, and immediately he will get a call wanting me to meet with him, and if he's logged in and online, then he will be able to join into the meeting. Whilst you're here in the meeting, just to be aware of, as I mentioned earlier, you can turn your camera on and off. If I turn my camera on, I can immediately, if I want to, click on the ellipsis, that's the three dots there, and blur my background. And you might find that very useful. And students, particularly if you are doing meetings, I wouldn't encourage students to have their cameras on because we don't know what situation they're going to be in at home. So please encourage your students to turn their cameras off unless you particularly know it's safe to do so. I'm just going to blur my camera again. This is my microphone. I can mute my microphone at any point. I'm not going to do that now, otherwise you wouldn't be able to hear me. I have a list here on the side of who's in the meeting, the people. I can close that down at any point, but if I click on the ellipsis again and I show device settings, this is where you need to check your settings. So I'm, as you saw, wearing a headset and microphone, so my sound is coming from the headset, my USB plug and play device, but equally these are the speakers in my monitors, so I could be listening from those if I wasn't actually using the headset. The audio device is obviously my headset, but equally my webcam that I have here has a built-in microphone. So simply, if you plug in a headset, it automatically detects that and alters your settings for you. And you can see here it's detecting the sound of my voice and the sound level, and you can adjust that. If you're using a mobile device, such as a phone or a tablet or a Surface, something like that, then you will find that it has a built-in microphone, built-in camera, built-in speakers, and you're probably just going to be using those anyway. So I hope that's been useful for you on how to set up Microsoft Teams meetings.
For help and for more video and printable resources, just email us.